Who were the Night Witches? A historical humans production. The Second World War saw many individuals and organizations gain great acclaim and notoriety. One such group was the Soviet 588th Night Bomber Regiment. This all-women regiment would terrorize and devastate Nazi-held positions for 3 years. So, who were the Night Witches? Formed by Major Marina Raskova, the Soviet Union's first female navigator, in 1941, the Night Witches took to the air in 1942 after mere months of training. Fielding over 2,000 applications from women eager to join the fight, Raskova managed to form 3 400-woman regiments, the 586th and the 587th, and the infamous 588th. Their actions made Soviet Union the first nation to officially allow women to engage in combat, as all 3 regiments were authorized to fly missions, drop bombs, and return fire. The Night Witches were issued the outdated Polikarpov Po-2 biplanes, a wooden crop dusting model that had never meant to serve as a combat aircraft. Dubbed the Coffin with Wings, the plywood frame offered no protection to its pilots, and the maximum speed of the little aircraft was slower than the stall speeds of most German fighter planes. But the Night Witches would turn these lethal disadvantages into deadly assets, as the small wooden airplanes were nearly invisible to anti-aircraft defenses, and the reduced speeds actually allowed them to bank and maneuver more sharply than the Germans, making the Night Witches a near impossible hit. Flying these wooden planes, the Night Witches were given their infamous nicknames by German troops who claimed that the noise of their aircraft passing overhead resembled the sweeping brooms. That sweeping noise was only the indication that the Night Witches were about to strike, as their wooden planes were too small to appear on radar and infrared locators. Additionally, the Night Witches completed their missions in total silence, as their planes were not equipped with radios and thus were invisible to radio locators. The Night Witches would drop 23,000 tons of bombs over the course of the war and served as a crucial asset to Allied victory in the war. They flew out against German targets in night-only raids consisting of waves of 42 women crews, each of which was expected to launch between 8 and 18 times a night. The first planes would draw the attention of German spotlights, whose activation would ironically illuminate the very targets the Night Witches were hoping to destroy, and deploy flares to mark the path of the bombs. The second set of planes would idle their engines, creating the Night Witches' signature sweeping broom sound, and drift unnoticed over their marked targets and release their payload. The Night Witches were so hated by Nazi command that by the end of the war, an open bounty had been placed on the squadron. Any pilot which downed a Night Witch was set to automatically receive an Iron Cross, one of the highest military decorations a German soldier could receive. By the end of World War II, the Night Witches had flown 30,000 missions and only lost 30 pilots, delivering 23,000 tons of bombs, and 24 separate pilots had received title Hero of the Soviet Union. Among those lost was Raskova, the founder of the Night Witches, who received the first state funeral of World War II, and whose ashes were interred in the Kremlin itself in 1943. The Night Witches lived up to their founder's expectations, having become the most decorated unit in the Soviet Air Force by the end of the war. Unfortunately, the speed of their planes prohibited the Night Witches from flying in the victory parade over Moscow at the end of the war, and 6 months later, the unit was disbanded. Thank you guys for watching today's video. If you enjoyed, please leave a like down below. If there's a topic that you would like to see us cover, please leave a comment down below, and be sure to subscribe so you don't miss out on any future content. And if you guys are interested, please be sure to check out all of our social medias listed down below. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you all next week.